Hello all, this is Rock Painting Part 2, Learning from Experience. We now have, just like the last time, paint markers and permanent markers. We prefer working with the permanent markers, but there is a chance that they are not as waterproof as the paint markers. So I have created a testing case. And one side, these are the paint markers and these are the permanent markers, and to remember which side is which I've marked it. So we will be doing our normal varnish, and I will put it out on the balcony and see which side responds better, so I can tell you about it, which one keeps better in the weather, because we put some stones out on Crete. Oh, hello there. On Crete. And we walked along it every day, and it was rainy, very rainy, and we saw the paint disappear before our eyes, but I can't remember which material I had used. So now, after a few times, we will know due to this testing stuff. We're also working on some stones now on the balcony because it's cool. And a while ago I found in the thrift shop river stones, polished river stones, and they were, let's see, what were they? The original, here, €3. I'm now testing if it can be worked purely. It responds to the paintbrush but not to the permanent marker, so it's possible that we have to gesso them to be able to use them. So there is a lot of testing going on. We also bought some extra paintbrushes and some extra permanent markers, some new in when they were on discount, and some of the permanent markers and the paint markers were second hand on Vinted, and that's always a risk, so you have to keep that in mind because they could be dried out or used up. But they were very cheap, and I thought if a few of them work, it's okay. But they all seem to work, so I'm very happy. And we have now a kind of large assortment of colors. Some of them are at Pim's feet, and some on our table. And yes, we're eating strawberries. Okay, this is part 1. There also will be more tips about the varnish, which we learned from the last time, but that will be another fragment. These are the stones from our second attempt at rock painting, where we learned from our last experience. We did not use stones that are extremely little, so I will still be able to write at the back, because that was a problem with too little stones. This is the test stone I showed you already, which will be varnished like the others, but put on the balcony in all kind of weather. But anyway, whatever material works, it's always best to put your stones, when you let them go around and put them on places for people to find, to put it in a place which is well visible but not a little bit in the shade, so the weather does not rain or shine fully on it. These are the sounds made by Pim, and some nice explanations with it. Here he showed me how simple could also work. Yes, for him, but maybe not for me. These two. This is Mondrian, Dutch painter, which is known for his colored squares, etc. This is from the classic film The Black Hole. Oh, it's upside down, so I have to. It's a classic scene of people walking into the black hole. And this is the scream of Munch. This is a tiger. This is an artificial AI stone. It's made by PIM, but it's in response on all the AI business, especially in photography, etc. that is going on. And this is a Pokestop. So, as you can see, PIM is very creative and a good drawer. I, on the other hand, you saw last time, I went for a tribal, primitive, etc. This is my punch. As you can see, I'm still on the phase of primitive kind. This was my attempt at the simple. But still, I don't think it really works. Okay, but I'm most proud on this water lily, which started out as trying to draw a rose, but when I had it, I thought, hey, it looks more like a water lily. This is painting on that black river stones directly. I showed you the river stones already, and I told you they only take paint. So when I write at the back, I have to put gesso on first, because with the paintbrushes we have, you cannot write, so I have to use permanent marker to write, and for that I have to put gesso at the back. This is kind of a mosaic stone I created. I hope it shows a little bit. In reality the colors are more colorful. This is the night, this is the day, and this is a pot of flowers. I hope you can see it. It's not really focusing, but okay, it gives the idea. I will also make a photo of them so we can remember them if they go on wandering. Next step will be the varnish, and Pim will show you how to do that, because we found out that if you spray too much on it, it already goes and flows out. So you have to do the first layer very thin and careful, so the paint from paintbrushes and the paint from the permanent markers does not already flow outwards. But Pim will show us, and I will put it on video. It's been a while since I taped the first part of this. That was last summer, and it's now February. Due to circumstances, I have not made any new videos for a while. It's still early, but I wanted to finish this one. Let's see. I forgot to tape the varnish, but I can tell you that you start out with quite some distance and only a small puff. Make sure it is not too wet, because otherwise it will begin, the paint will begin to drip instantly and bleed out. So a small puff, and then let it dry, and then you can build on that layer to do about 3 layers of varnish each side. I also have, that is the advantage of the time that has passed, I also have, let's switch. So, I also have the results of the stone. So these are the results of a whole winter season in rain and shine on the balcony. As you can see, there is a clear difference between the left side and the right side. And so I can advise you now on the kind of stuff that is best. So let's see, this side was kept very well in the weather, and those were the brushes, the paint brushes. It seems that the permanent marker, this side marker, is not as permanent as you would think. So, learning from experience, I would recommend the paint brushes, acrylic paint brushes. Of course, there is a difference in brands, but my paint brushes are all a kind of cheap brand from a low budget store called Action. So I assume that other cheap brands will do better than permanent markers also. So, in short, we can say we've learned a lot since the first video, and I will add knowledge of this video to that, and both videos combined should make it a nice experience to make stones that will hold on in all kinds of weather with cheap means and some creativity. If you enjoyed this video, please like or subscribe, and thank you for watching. Bye!